this Nancy Guthrie thing.
Yeah.
Buddy, I'm telling you, it's a fucking distraction from all the other stuff going on. So there, and Harvey, what's the name? Who runs TMZ? Harvey Levin. So now he got the fourth contact from the kidnappers, which is weird. Why they're reaching out to TMZ? They've offered to pay the money. There's been no communication from the FBI with these kidnappers. They're just communicating with TMZ. There's been no communication at all. Usually the way this works, if you kidnap somebody and you want $6 million, and they go, okay, we'll give you $6 million. You transfer the $6 million, then you get the person back. There's none of that going on.
Right.
It's all a farce. It's all, I don't know what the fuck's going on. And the news covering it 24/7. Nobody's skeptical. When you turn on the news right now, and that's 24/7, and there's no updates. There's nothing.
Where do you go for the truth? Where do you go?
Here's what's tough.
Yeah.
Because the internet's because it's the Wild West. The internet's full of so many opinions.
Yeah.
You gotta stifle through a bunch of shit to find certain truth.
Yeah.
The problem with that is you can find narratives that are gonna fit whatever you're going for, but you gotta try to fucking figure it out. That's what the world we're living in, man.
Yeah.
That's what we're living in.
The 6 million pages, if you stack them up, would reach 2 Eiffel Towers, right? And so, and that's why a lot of the victims' pictures, names, addresses were in there. They didn't edit them out. You know?
And then what's going on? Pam Bondi goes, well, the Dow's up 5,000. What?
Yeah.
That was her answer, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
I think
is this not weird?
I bet you it was so many pages. So it was so many pages that nobody at the government had time to read 6 million pages, right? They just were like, we got to get rid. There was the deadline, and they just released it. And when you release
this is you being naive, Bubba.
What do you mean?
I think they did go through them, and they didn't want to get out. And then there was so much pressure from the fucking public. They were like, this ain't going away.
Dark, man.
It's
dark.
So dark, dude.
I realized another thing about myself. I don't like that dark shit, man. I just try to just assume that that it's all.
You don't want to get to it because I got too into it, and then it's just it will darken your day.
Well, that's what I had to do. I started going and I got depressed. I was like, this sucks, man.
But you can see why. But again, I see why with your background, why you would argue the government, the establishment.
Yeah, I have to believe in something, right? I come from that generation.
I know, but then when you're arguing with like me, especially Rogan, when you're arguing with me and Rogan's like balls deep in this, you can see why they get fucking fired up.
Yeah.
Fired up, dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I don't get balls deep in it because I don't like it. You know,
but you have to if you're going to argue it.
If you're going to talk about it, you're going to talk about anything, you got to know it.
Well, especially when it comes to this. If you're going to jump in the pool, you better be able to fucking swim.
Now
you
that
can't swim.
I forced myself to look into it, I'm like, I should have shut the fuck up.
It's bad.
Just shut up.
It's bad.
Because you don't know anything. You know, we know that there's some real darkness here. But otherwise, shut up.
You don't want, oh, buddy. And with this Guthrie stuff, so you know the daughter, right? So the mom got kidnapped, right? The daughter was the first one to interview the Epstein victim. She was the first one to break the case. Who knows how that correlates?
It's a bizarre case.
It's all weird. When I see that, I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
But the fact that you
and then I go, you know what? I'm gonna get off the internet for a little bit.
Well, my thing is, you getting away with a crime in today's world with all those cameras everywhere, like getting away with a kidnapping, seems impossible.
Brian,
so what's up?
It's not at all. You know how many missing kids and people get kidnapped every day? That's my fucking problem. There's kids that go missing every single day. There's not a report.
But aren't there cameras? Can't they follow the cameras?
No, people are getting away with it, man. That's what's fucking weird. And there's no upcry. There's nothing. Kids go missing every fucking day.
Jesus.
And this 84-year-old goes missing. It's 24/7 news.
God
what?
Damn.
The fuck is happening?
So weird. What a nightmare.
Oh, buddy.
I haven't slept. Well, I've just been like, whoa.
And buddy, it's been 3 weeks. There's no chance she's still alive.
Really?
No. 3 weeks?
Sucks.
And if it was just about ransom, it was just about money, this is over. There's no dialogue with that at all. What the fuck is going on? And now they have a helicopter. They're looking for the Bluetooth because she had a heart, what do you call it? Defibrillator or whatever.
yeah.
So they're looking for it's giving off.
Gives off pings.
It's giving off a ping. So they're trying to search that. So they have a helicopter like circling around looking for that ping.
Damn.
What's that? I mean, 3 weeks. I mean, come on.
I lost my wallet. I had one of those trackers in it. Doesn't work.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
have
I
to,
had a fucking
do you have
tracker.
to charge it or something?
That Ridge tracker. I don't know, but I'm like, hey, and it's gone.
Nothing worse than losing your wallet.
Nothing worse. Nothing worse.
Just a real headache.
Yeah. Anyway, it's been dark, man.
Been dark.
Yeah, I wonder if this is good for us. All this internet shit. You know, people get obsessed.
Well, the good thing is it's revealing a lot of truth on how corrupt things are.
Yeah.
You know? So it's good that people
it's
are
revealing how
it's
the
good
powerful
people
are
are
not-
questioning things.
Well, there are a couple things. It's revealing how the powerful are not accountable, and how it seems to me also a lot of people that are really wealthy in the upper echelons don't play by the same rules. They just, I'm not even talking about
and they never
the sex
have.
stuff. I'm talking
And
about
they never-
finance
and they
stuff and
never
everything
have.
else.
They never have.
Like you're like, how'd you make $1 billion like that quickly?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Tucker Carlson was talking about that. He's like, I got friends that just became fabulously wealthy, where everybody else I know is a paycheck away
Struggling.
from,
Yeah.
like for the most part, if you're just a regular person, you're a paycheck away from basically being broke. You know, so what's going on there?
Yeah, it's heavy.
So this is more than that. Like this whole Epstein thing is the frustration of people in general going, the powerful are not held to account, and what is going on? What is going on? What is this?
you got to
darkness?
question everything. It's like, all right, Trump got rid of 50,000 illegals. Well, wouldn't that lower inflation and the home?
I think inflation is lower. I think the news is good.
tad.
Jobs reports up, so the economy is doing better.
economy's doing better. But my thing is, wouldn't the housing market be lower too?
I don't know. I think these things. I think that's a question of interest rates, right?
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not going to get into interest rates.
I don't fucking
I'm not going to start talking about that.
I mean,
Don't know. I got enough trouble raising kids,
oh yeah.
and you know.
I'll tell you where you don't hear a peep about this. Like I wasn't on my phone Saturday or Sunday at all. I was at Tiger had his first scrimmage.
Bryan Callen is depressed. I mean, he's stuck doing a podcast with Shab. Shab followed him down to Austin, Texas. He released a stand-up special. It tanked, even though he went on Rogan. The whole shebang-a-bang. And he's just in a bad place with his career. But he's been getting a lot of backlash over this whole, I'm not going to say defending Epstein thing, but giving a lot of leeway, making it seem as though he himself or someone he knows or very close to has been to that island. We know that his ex-wife was invited to that Epstein Island and was asked to bring some friends. So, but everything just crashing and, you know, the death of his career. He looks at the numbers and just goes, my God. All right, podcast dead, stand-up dead. I think he's even stunned because I think he thought Rogan still did for people what Rogan used to do. Because, you know, Rogan, I don't know if Rogan is still technically the #1 podcast. He certainly says it when he's trashing Mark Maron. But it used to be a time when you went on Rogan and you promoted something, it took off. Now those days are done, but also couple that with the fact that he's stuck with Shab. He needs to cut bait, and then his career will take off and get better, like everyone else who left Shab. Mark Harley, Chappelle Lacey, Kat, everyone. So that's what Callen needs to do, and he won't be so depressed anymore. But I highly doubt it. But let me know your thoughts in the comments.